Okay, it is 11:58 a.m. August 28, 2014, CST here in Waco, Texas. I began recording video this morning in the 9 a.m. hour, about 9:10, 9:15. Recorded a 20-minute video summary. I'm going to post on YouTube later today of events going back to July 5th when I started calling for prayer for the Houston, Texas region concerning visions of tropical activity with the hurricane season impacting the region. On first week of August, I had additional visions of the matter that were posted. All of this was posted on the message board on board host, the message and visions of Stephen Benjamin. That the first 10 minutes of that it was actually the first 10 minutes of that video summary this morning detailed the events leading up to yesterday afternoon, and then the next few minutes detail what has gone on with Invest 98L overnight, and also renewed activity with concerns to Invest 97. Now overnight you can see Invest 97L strengthened, came all the way to coast of Brownsville and this at 9:50 this morning is where it was here, and then you see it go back out. Now the last two frames reflect the time frame between 9:50 now click 9:59, and then see it goes. The last two frames reflect the time frame between 9:50 a.m. and 12 noon, and you can see here it came all the way into Brownsville. It was starting to come across this morning just short of 10 a.m. Matamoros, Mexico on the south border here, and Brownsville on the north border, and then it starts going back out to sea. Now I'm posting two videos to YouTube in this time frame. I'll be posting the 20-minute video made at around 9:15 this morning later in the day, but the other two videos I'm posting now will be this one and another one regarding what has taken place between 9:50 a.m. and 12 noon. You can see this came in, started to come across. This is what meteorologists were projecting for 98L today. They were projecting it would go across Brownsville and just bring rains and such. Although the Weather Channel noted if this thing somehow stayed out in the Gulf the rest of the day and didn't come inshore, that it has the potential, if it stayed out in the Gulf another day, to form into a tropical system. This morning, about or shortly before 9:50 a.m., and it was recorded as it happened in the 20-minute video I'll post earlier, I was given instruction to call off the rains, to shut the windows of heaven, that it rain not in three particular areas. The actual city itself of Brownsville, maybe not the whole metro, but the city, and two cities above it, going up to Raymondville, and a city in between there. And this is all detailed in the videos. And I noted in the videos, as I called off the rains, that any rain in the area in that time frame should subside in quote unquote the next few minutes. These videos were being made at 10 a.m. References to the time by Universal Time Clock were continually being pointed out. At the time frame I was told to call off the rains to that region, the forecast at 9:50 a.m. for Brownsville, Texas, according to Weather Underground, was 80% chance of precipitation and heavy thunderstorm activity in the area today. As of noon, that is reduced to 60%, and it has changed from heavy thunderstorm activity to scattered thunderstorms in the regions. And these videos will show that this thing is done this morning exactly what I noted my expectations it would do after I was given of the Spirit to call off the rain to these three regions, that having been instructed of the Spirit to do so would have to produce some sort of high in that area that would push this back. Maybe not a noticeable high as far as meteorologists, but at any rate it would push this area back out into the Gulf a little bit, and that's what's happened. The closest you see it getting to the coast is right here at Brownsville. The eye is there, or well, it's not an eye at this point, it's the center of circulation. There is circulation, and it was coming to Brownsville That was between 9:40 and a.m. and 10 a.m. And then you see it move back out. That began to happen between 9:50 a.m. and 11 a.m. By 11 a.m., the chance of heavy thunderstorms in this area, in less than an hour from the time I was told to call off the rains there until sunset tonight, had decreased from 80% to 60%. So we're getting ready to post this video online, and we've got another one that's a little bit longer that details what happened between 9:50 a.m. and the current time frame, 12:04 p.m. is converting now. Both of these will be posted, and then there's a longer video that's about 20 minutes that I may post later in the day, which also made several references to the universal time clock. And in that video, in the very last couple minutes of that video, is when I was actually given, while making the video, to proclaim and give the instructions to shut up the windows of heaven, and that it rained not in these areas. And for the purpose of, as I understood it in that time frame, it may well had to have purpose in impacting this storm to drive it back out to sea long enough so that it may form a tropical system.